Welcome to Scott Cooks. Today I'm going to be making this thinly sliced top round steak with roasted potatoes, onion, garlic. I'll be using my Better Than Bullion, and we're going to do all that in the Ninja Foodi. Stay tuned. Let's start off with a cup of water in the Foodi. I'm using Better Than Bullion beef. Make sure you can get a good shot of that. There you go. Boy, this stuff really adds a lot of flavor, guys. So, this is refrigerated, so it's like a thick paste. Hard to measure exactly, but you can get pretty close. So I'm going to use a spoonful, teaspoonful. Just get that right down in the water. Let it, what we're going to do is just warm the water up a little bit to dissolve the Better Than Bullion. And to do that, all you need to do, turn on your Foodi, sear saute, throw it on high, couple seconds, a couple minutes really, and we just want to dissolve that. While we're waiting for it to dissolve, let's go ahead and work on our other ingredients. Let me get you a good shot here. All right, this goes back in the refrigerator. Okay, so I've got some onions. This is a pretty good size onion. I'm going to use half of this onion. I'm going to use these garlic cloves. I want a lot of garlic in this tonight. Let's go ahead and get our garlic ready. Make sure you can see me. You've probably seen me do this before. I know there's so many ways to do this. I just like to snip off the ends of the garlic cloves. They're tough anyway, I don't like to eat them. Get all these skins out of my way. So look, here's all I do is I take the flat side of a knife, I think you can see this, and I just give it a good whack. Do that for all of them. That does a couple things. First, it crushes them, so it releases some of the juices and the flavors. And second, it causes the skins to just fall off. As you can see, the skin that everyone is struggling with is now just literally falling off in my hand. You know, every once in a while you'll get one that'll stick. If it does, it sticks really hard on you, just whack it with the knife again. And that's it for the garlic. Rough chop it. It's going to get pressurized here in a minute. That's going to help break it down a little bit. All right, just going to take this right over to the Foodi. Right in. Grab me a wooden spoon. And I'm just going to dissolve finish dissolving the Better Than Bullion. Give it a quick stir. And for now, I'm going to shut the Foodi off. The bouillon is dissolved. The Foodi is very, very hot, so it'll just finish dissolving while finishing up the potatoes. The Foodi is currently off. Let's go ahead and do the onion now. I'm going to do half of this onion. You know how it goes, y'all. If you like onion, do the whole thing. If you don't like onion, well, don't put onion in it. But who doesn't like onion, right? If you're watching my channel, you probably love onion. Again, I'm just going with the rough cut here because I know under the pressure and the rest of the cooking I'm doing, this will all get broken down. And also, for this particular recipe, I kind of like the chunks. All right, going right into the Foodi as well. Yeah, that's a paper towel I got under there on this to keep my cutting board from moving around on me. I'm not going to peel these. You can certainly peel them. I've done it both ways. I don't care about the skins. If they bother you, peel them up. We're going for some about half-inch chunks here. About like that. Into the Foodi. Straight in. If you got any rough spots, you know, just take them off. These don't have to be perfectly cut. Same with the onion. Goes with the potatoes, depending on how many people you're feeding. This is for 2 people with plenty of leftovers. So I guess it would probably serve 4. So I'm going to go a little easy on the potatoes. Okay, we are not trying to do anything with these potatoes but to slightly soften them up and let them absorb some of that flavor in there for roasting, because roasting is what we're after. So what I like to do, and this is totally my preference, I've done this a lot of times and I'm very satisfied with the results, is I like to actually pressure cook them first, but only for about 2 minutes. 2 minutes. This is going to give these a fantastic flavor, which will carry through to the roasting phase. It's also going to give me a nice broth to use for cooking my meat in. Go ahead and get your pressure lid on. All the way to the left for seal. Foodi on. Pressure defaults to high. We're going to give these 2 minutes and we're going to do a quick release. Don't want these under pressure very long. Just enough to absorb some of those flavors, soften them up slightly and get them ready for the roasting phase. All right, we're working with top round tonight. And this has already been cut really thin. So you know this is going to cook really, really, really fast. What I'm going to do is to slice this into strips, get it seasoned front and back, and just lay it over on a plate and just let it rest for a few minutes while we're doing the potatoes. The easiest way to do this, use your kitchen scissors. These are Cutco's. I think you might have seen these before. They come apart, pop them in the dishwasher when you're done. Snap them back together, good to go. This makes life easy. Should always have a nice sharp pair of kitchen shears or scissors in your kitchen somewhere. Just going to break this up into small strips. I'm cutting across the grain here. And I'll pull that apart when I get my other hand free here. Multiple layers to this, so I think you can see it right there. Got 2 pieces stacked. Well, I'll separate them in a second. I need 2 hands for that. I hear the Foodi over there getting ready to come to pressure. The button's about to pop up. All right, that takes care of the top round. I'm gonna get my seasoning out. Hit it real good, top and bottom. Just let it come to room temperature. Tonight I'm going with my favorite. If you haven't tried it, you might want to give it a shot. It adds so much flavor to everything. I'm being pretty liberal with it here, as you can see. Plenty. All right, this is ready to cook. This is going to cook super fast. All right, we just wanted to let this get, as close to room temperature as you can get. Let's check on those potatoes. Okay, I see. All right, we just achieved pressure, but the timer has not started. There it is. So there goes my 2-minute timer. At the 2-minute mark, I'm going to go ahead and turn the Foodi off and release the pressure. All right, we're there. Use the back of a spoon, knife, something, release the pressure. It's going to get loud. When the button drops, it'll be safe to remove the lid. Button just dropped. Rock your lid back and forth a little bit. Get some moisture condensation. You see it running out there. Unless you want that all over your counter. Just rock my lid a little bit. And I'm going to take the Foodi straight into bake roast mode after I shut the door, of course. Let's give it a quick stir first. Oh, that is looking fantastic. All right, let's bring the other lid down, which the Foodi reminded me of. And we want to crank this on up to 400. Set our time, 15 minutes, and hit start. Now that 15-minute number, that's going to completely depend on the type of potato you're using, how many potatoes you're using, how much liquid you have in there. But the beauty of this lid system on the Foodi is you can open it, it will pause, so you can just open it up and check. If you need to add more time, do it. If you need to finish it, just you're done. So we'll check back. We'll do a 10-minute check and see where we are. All right, let's go in for the 5-minute check. Oh, look at that roasty goodness. See those brown marks on the top? Exactly what I was looking for, guys. Got a little bit of broth left down there. See that? We'll be using that in just a second. That was 10 minutes on the potatoes. We're going to go ahead and finish them up. We'll do the last 5 minutes. When we're done with the potatoes, we're going to remove the potatoes with a slotted spoon, and we're going to drop the meat onto your saute right down into that delicious broth. When you're messing around with the Foodi, make sure you're using something non-metallic like this. I think this is nylon. You can pick these up just about anywhere. I bought a whole set of them, so you can in other words, you don't want to put metal in there. You don't want to scratch the surface of that Foodi. It's going to mess everything up. I've cooked 150 times in here, 200 times. No scratches so far because all I use is wooden spoons and stuff like this. All right, that's the full 15. That's what we got. Beautiful roasted potatoes. I'm going to use my slotted spoon. Leave as much of the broth in there as possible. And just move these to a bowl. Let them drain. I want all the liquid that I can get to stay in the pot. Wow, these are going to be so good. That's what we got left to deal with. Beautiful. I left as many onions as I could in there. Meat. In we go. Foodi on. Sear saute. Medium should do it. This is very thin, as you recall, so this is going to cook really quick. Just give that a very gentle stir, let it absorb some of that liquid. Spread them out. And I don't know how long this will take, but I don't think it's going to take very long. This is about 3 minutes in. We're already about half cooked there, you can see that. It's looking great. I don't have any oil or anything like that in the pan. The only thing in the pan is the meat and what was left of the broth. This meat is very, very lean, but it is making its own oil, just the tiniest little bit. And this will be ready probably another couple minutes. It's almost done now. You don't want to overcook this stuff. It's really thin, it can get tough fast. Steam. Boy, it smells good in here, guys. Check back in about 2 minutes. There you have it. Top brown, thin sliced steak, roasted potatoes, all done in the Ninja Foodi in a better than Bullion base. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. Click that like button for me. Don't forget to click the bell for notifications when I put out a new video. Leave me some comments. Thumbs up, all that good stuff. If you're looking for other ways to help support, check out the description for a Patreon link. I want to thank everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Complete meal. Some corn cooked on the stove.